Hi, I'm Kyleigh from Freedom Vans. Welcome back to our channel. Today I have a very custom conversion to show you of a Mercedes Sprinter 170 van, and I'm so excited to dive into that. But before we get started, I want to share with you that we're adding a little something in 2023 to our custom conversions. Over the last 7 years that we've been in business, we have been offering custom conversions. We've done over 90 custom conversions at this point. Some really build off of each other, so we've learned so much in this process about what works, what is the most functional, produces the highest quality. We have also lived in our vans, we travel in our vans. So we've combined all of this information to create set models for 2023. We are offering a long wheelbase and a short wheelbase model that the layout will be the same for each van. However, there's still a custom flavor, so people are going to be able to add componentry that best fits their lifestyle and also choose from a list of finishes to really make it their own, while having a layout that combines all of this experience to hit the road and go on your adventures and connect to the outdoors. On that note, let's go ahead and get started with this van tour. This is for a client who has a jewelry business, does very creative work, and wants to continue to do more creative work, write books, do some vlogging. The purpose was to create a space that really gives her a space to relax, to feel creative and inspired, go to places that inspire her. And our team has really put so much thought and energy into creating creative solutions for a lot of very custom components in this van that I'm excited to show you. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the exterior. We don't have a lot of exterior stuff on this van, and then we'll hop inside where all the magic happens. So on this van, we do have windows all around. We have these 21 by 16 CRL slider windows in the back. We have a 41 by 16 CRL slider in the middle panels. And then on the front passenger side door, we do have a full window. And then on this side, there is a wet room in this front panel. So we have the porthole up top. We did upgrade her wheels, tires, and suspension. We always do this with Sprinters. One, the factory suspension could use some upgrades. But two, this helps support the added weight that we put into these conversions. On the back door here, we have an Illuminous rear tire ladder combo. So the rear tire can be mounted to this, but it's really meant more as a rear door ladder. And the ladder takes you up onto the roof. We don't have a roof rack on this, but there is a solar panel. We have a skylight, her exhaust max air fan, her chimney for her little fireplace, which I'm really excited to show you, her wood burning stove. And then we have an LTE booster up top as well. So let's go inside. In order to get up from the back, we did add a van compass rear step, so this just makes it a little bit easier. This client is also a little bit taller than I am. So back here we have a nice big dining space. We have a lot going on in this dining space that I'll get into, but you can fit so many people back here. I feel like you could fit 8 people at this table, probably 4 to 6 comfortably. And so it'll be a really great space to connect with loved ones, to sit and write, to enjoy a great view. Something that's really cool about this dining area is that we added these almost lawn chair attachments. So the seats do fold up in opposite directions so that you can sit here and lounge, enjoy the view, and enjoy each other's company. These cushions are a nice soft material, so we use Krypton fabric in all of our builds. This is the Dorado Snow chenille Krypton, so it's really soft. Krypton's amazing because it's so easy to clean, which white fabric in a van is probably going to need some cleaning every now and then. So this is a really great durable material and will be very easy to clean. We did add some extra batting to make it really soft and comfortable when it is in a bed mode, and just in general sitting here, these are really comfortable cushions. Something that is unique about this van, and actually, you know, we really build vans for people's pets, I think, more than anybody. We've done a lot of dog vans. This one specifically is for her 2 cats. So there are a lot of special cat features in this van. We have some travel boxes built into the dinette that are custom made from plexiglass so that the cats can see out really easily while they're traveling. And they also pull out and can set up on the countertop and this little table that we have by the window. So when they're in their boxes, they can also, and stopped, they can be in comfortable spaces and really see well. The leg posts are wrapped with a twine material so that they can be cat scratchers, which is really cool. And then we have a litter box that's built in right by these back doors so that can pop out and be easily cleaned as well. In addition to the cat area, underneath this dining area, we also have her system. So on the driver's side, we have a 500 amp hour lithium battery bank, and we upgraded her system to 500 amp hours because we do have an AC and an induction cooktop in this van. We also, some lower energy things. We do have this skylight, we have our exhaust fan and a underbody fan. The skylight doesn't take very much power, but it is electric, so it has an electric open push button. This is by Arctic Turn. It also has a built-in screen and then a built-in shade as well. So when you need to take your midday naps, it does cover up, make it nice and dark in here. And then there's lights on here as well. This van is very well lit. These are custom ceiling lights that our electrician built by hand. He welded all of these frames and really created these lights for her so that she would have great lighting for all of her creative projects in here. Behind the dinette, we have these medicine cabinets that are all custom made, and the doors are custom built with both warm and cool lights. And these are dimmable. Also, they have remotes for both of the medicine lights, as well as these lights behind us have remotes that will change them between cool and warm too. Behind the dining area, we have these window shades. You can cover up all of these windows and have some privacy in here in the evening. And then above on both sides, we have shelves, and these are fit so that you can fit 32-ounce mason jars along, which will give her a lot more storage. I would say storage is something that we had to get pretty creative with. When you do have these dinette seats in the back, it does cut into a lot of storage space. So utilizing your overhead storage and getting creative in other ways, like having these medicine cabinets that open, is really important. We also added a behind the dinette storage in this. So this works as, you know, a little top, and then you just move this cushion and pull this down, and there is a ton of storage back here in both of these. And it's very easy to access. The other use of this dinette is to function as a bed. So let's go ahead and turn this area into a bed. There is a little latch to latch these tables together, which is great because it makes it a nice sturdy area. We did turn this into 2 tables so that it's a little bit easier to break down and set it apart. It makes it pretty light. There's a piece in the center, but we forgot to bring that, so we're gonna do it this way. Now that we have the bed all set up, let's move into the rest of the van. So at the foot of the bed here, we have her wood stove. This is the smallest wood stove that we could find, which is really cool. And really it's the chimney that releases the heat. So having this long chimney, one, this is the amount of height that it needed to work correctly, but also it's going to not only be for nice ambiance, but really warm this space up. We do have a diesel heater for quick and easy heating, but I'm really excited to experience this little wood burning stove. I do have some firewood here. I had Tom fill up her firewood holder. I think I kind of want to go somewhere where the van's going to be sitting before I get a fire started. So when we get back from this video shoot, we will go ahead and get this started for us. In between the wood burning stove and the bed, we have this little table. So this is a table where the cat box can sit on. It's also going to be a functional table to use when the bed is set up and you don't want to set the dining area up. You can use this table. In addition to that, we have a very long countertop extension, so that can be used as a table space as well. Underneath the wood burning stove, we do have some additional storage. So this client sent a lot of her stuff for the van in advance. So as I open up drawers, you'll see it's already kitted out with some stuff. I do have a lot of these items linked in our Amazon store. So I've put together an Amazon store of all the essentials that you'll need for your van, or that you could use in your van. For example, this big bag, totes, big bags, so useful to bring stuff in and out of your van and store really easily. So in here I have a nice big bag underneath here with all of her cat gear, so that will be really easy to bring out. Behind her wood burning stove, we do have a nice large wet room in this van. So we have these beautiful French doors that were also custom made, handcrafted. These are aluminum doors, so they're waterproof. They have this acrylic material behind them that's frosted so that you can't see in to the shower, because you'll definitely be able to see in the shower through all these windows, or someone standing here. This allows light to still come into the wet room while giving some privacy. And then to the side of the wet room, we also have a full-length mirror, which we don't really have room for in very many of our vans. So this, you know, doing a video photo shoot, it's been really handy to be able to look into a full-sized mirror. And I'm sure that will come in handy on the road for her. To get into the wet room, you just pull down this lever, and voila, you have some beautiful tile in there. We have our composting toilet. And the reason that we can work with dimensions so much too in these vans is because we fabricate so much in-house. So we do custom weld the shower pans and custom make the grated wood floors that go inside of the shower. This is all tiled. And then this is the first time that we've put one of these portholes into a van, but it's pretty cool. Right now I have a nice view of the trees, so it'll be really cozy in there. We do have this big rain shower head. This does use more water than just a standard shower head. You'll probably have to take shorter showers in order to conserve some of your water system. We do have a 30-gallon water tank in this van. And the water tank is actually made from stainless steel in this van. And then she does have another handle shower too. When she's low on water, she can use that. And then underneath that, we have the Nature's Head composting toilet, which there's plenty of space for your knees in the shower, which is really nice. You can also stand, take a shower, and not move the toilet, which is pretty cool. But it will easily come out to service it. Across from the wet room, we have her kitchen. So we have this beautiful farmhouse sink, which is nice and deep. It is probably the smallest farmhouse sink that exists, but I could be wrong about that. I'm sure someone would show me a smaller one. We have this same faucet set up from another van of ours, Luna, which was a van that really inspired this client. And we have a water filter here. And then underneath here, we do have more storage, nice long countertop, very full countertop extension, this beautiful switch area, which is also an electrical conduit. This is for her WeBoost. We have this temperature sensor so that once she gets a hot spot, she'll be able to connect to the temperature sensor and see how her cats are doing inside of here while she's out. And these are some outlet covers from Etsy that turned out really cute. So let's talk about kitchen storage. So from the front here, we have these drawers that are at an angle. This allows you to get into the dining area a little bit easier. She has 4 drawers, varying sizes there. And then underneath here is her closet. This is where I stored her induction cooktop, which she decided she wanted to really be able to use this countertop space, so she'll be able to just pull that out when she needs it, which is perfect for an induction stovetop. I also put her larger appliances down there, so she has her electric kettle, her trash can, her dish. So these are cool. It's a collapsible dish rack. There's also those dish mats that are really great to just throw on the countertop. And yeah, I would say the collapsible rack takes a little bit more space. The mat packs down really easy and works really well. So she'll figure out what works best for her. And she got this cute little broom set too. I love the pink, it's so cute. So that all fits really nicely down there on the ground. And then up top here, she does have this closet rod, so she'll be able to hang her clothes up in here. Underneath here, we have a 3.2 cubic foot refrigerator, which is going to be a nice big refrigerator for her. And then above the refrigerator, we have this thin drawer, which is so perfect for a silverware drawer. It was really fun to put everything away in here and organize it the way that I think things should be laid out, but also who knows, this might not work for her. She might change it all around. Let me know how you think I did. But I think this will make a really great silverware drawer. You can definitely get like a little silverware tray holder, but this silverware came in these little containers, which is perfect for just personal use. Grab one. This is a set. It came with plates, bowls, and cups as well. So it's a really easy, like, buy one set, get completely decked out. But it's really cool because I was looking for just a non-toxic option for vans. So metal's really great, but it clinks around, and plastic, I'm just not a big fan of plastic. So this is actually made from wheat straw. So I thought that was pretty cool. Linked in our Amazon account. I also have these I brought just because we always need them on the photo shoot. We live in a very wet climate with mud. It's a pretty dry day, so we haven't really had that issue today, but good to always have paper towels. This would be a perfect spot for a paper towel holder too. And then we have her little soap. Underneath the sink, we do have her hot water heater. This isn't Tom's favorite place to put the hot water heater because it's a lot going on underneath there, but this just worked for this layout. We have her water gauges, the on-off switch for her water heater, and her water filter underneath there. So we were definitely fitting a lot in underneath the sink, as well as a drain to her great tank. Above the kitchen galley, we have her overhead cabinet. So this first one is nice and big because it houses the microwave. This is really cool how we've started putting doors over this per request. The first van we did this in was the Wasatch Scout van. And then over here we have the rest of her overhead storage. So this is where I put all of her bowls, plates, colanders, which these are nice because they're collapsible. We have these in our van. We did a lot of collapsible stuff. For us, they didn't last a really long time. I think we had them for a couple years before they started falling apart, but we're not very easy on our things. And they're such a good use of space that I think if they make a lot of sense in a van. And then these are the cups. And then up here, we have a little pantry, so I put all of her snacks in here. She does have a Nespresso machine. There will also, once things are taken out of boxes, there will be a lot more space up here too. But it is the van. She'll be able to put snacks in jars on these shelves as well. And then over to the side, we have our control panel. So this opens. So this is her fuse block. So if anything ever has an issue, the first thing to do is to come check the fuse to see if it's been blown. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. And then you can also completely turn the power off to something or reset it by pulling the fuse out too, which is great. And then on this control panel, we have an on-off switch for her LTE booster, for her inverter. This is for the battery monitor, which also has a Bluetooth app. We have her heater and then her underbody fan. This fan's nice. It has floor heat too, so there are floor heaters in this area and then in front of the wet room, so this whole aisle space. So it's just gonna be really warm and cozy in here for her. The last thing I have to mention about this van is that these back D-rings over here are for a swing. So again, just such a creative space that I think will be so inspiring to spend time in. And then on the roof, we also have these attachment points for a hammock. Her hammock is on the way, so she will be able to have someone sleep in a hammock. I'm excited for her friends and family and her who are gonna be able to spend time in this space and really enjoy themselves, get off grid, connect in such an intimate and relaxing environment. Well, that is a wrap for our tour. Thank you so much for following along. Let us know what you thought about this van build. It is very custom, very specific for this person, which is so cool that something like this exists now. Keep an eye out for the layouts that we have that we're launching this upcoming year. If you're curious about the silverware or any of the goods you saw added to this, anything I mentioned, we do have a link to our Amazon store in the bio. See you next time. Bye.